You know, there's an old concept in new money and old money. Like, old money knows how to spend it. They've had it for a long time. New money, though, you go a little crazy the first time you get it. New York Met fans embarrassing yourselves all day today, ever since the Steve Cohen press conference, our interview with Sandy Alderson that you might not have known happened if you watch our website. It's one of those deals where you are now in a position where you got to take a half step backwards because you're embarrassing yourselves just a little teeny bit. And I'll explain what I'm talking about. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you?
Good afternoon, Craig. How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic today. I love listening. I'm a radio guy. I love listening to the radio station. I love listening to I had it yesterday, pumped up as a lifelong Met fan until my church opened up when I became a Met fan who rooted for the Yankees. But remember, the name of that church was Met Fans for Yankees,
you are
not
a Yankee fan.
fans.
But okay, go on.
And listening, it's like, we'll take him. Bauer, yeah, we'll take him. Springer, yeah, we'll take him too. And then there was a guttural reaction today to the tweet and decision by one Marcus Stroman that he was not going to go see what free agency was all about. He was going to take the offer that was on the table, that one-year qualifying offer is what it's called in the business.
That is correct.
Of $18.9 million.
Yes. And
amazing to me, the reaction was unified, consistent, and unwavering. 100% of this is the greatest thing ever. Look what Steve Cohen's already paying dividends.
No.
And let me explain to you something about Marcus Stroman.
Yes.
And what just took place here in the last 18 hours
and
or
then
so.
I will fact check you. Go ahead.
Please do.
Of course.
Marcus Stroman was not going to get $18.9 million per year on the open market. You just cost yourselves $20 million on a guy that, to date, maybe he will be, fingers crossed, of course, you pull for him, is not a $20 million a year guy. And dare I ask the question, in him deciding not to opt out and taking the qualifying offer, and that $20 million, which might have been earmarked towards a Springer, a Realmuto, a Bauer, who, of course, responded to our interview with Sandy yesterday, you know, the way you'd hope he would, right?
Sure.
Perhaps you just cost yourself one of the guys you wanted. Perhaps Marcus Stroman, in all the euphoria, has just robbed you of one of the guys you wanted.
All right, a couple of things. Let me correct you on a few things.
People
right?
getting crazy.
It's all about fact-checking. Number one, Marcus Stroman decided to take this tender a little after 11 a.m. So you were not listening to the morning show Break It Down.
I was listening to them, but they weren't breaking it down.
You probably weren't even listening to the morning show because your buddy, your lover, Boomer, wasn't there. So the odds are you weren't even listening.
I turned it off, yes. And I had to take my kids to school for a couple of hours. Yes, I did that as well. Yes.
Number two. Do you know who owns the New York Mets now?
I'm aware. Uncle Stevie Cohen.
Okay.
Yes, that's right.
$19 million for Marcus Stroman is not going to matter.
Is that right?
It is not a bad thing. And here's the other thing. I have this belief. This is one of my philosophies.
Go ahead.
I don't know as you, the formal Dr. Baseball, has this philosophy. I love one-year deals. Love them. I think they're fantastic. Sure. They're great for everybody. For the player, you've got a chance to turn it into a mega contract. Look at what Trevor Bauer's about to do.
Right.
And for the team, you get a guy that's incredibly motivated. So this, to me, is the best case scenario.
Except for this.
Get him back on a one-year deal with a lot to prove.
And it's like Augustus Gloop kneeling over the chocolate river in the chocolate factory. He couldn't help himself.
Okay.
Met fans sound like that. You can't help yourself.
Well, hold on.
And you are living in such a period right now of fantasy land. It's almost like if you're a Yankee fan, Yankee fans are sitting back right now going, you guys have no concept of what this whole thing is like. And like, you're not going to sign everybody.
Whoa,
so stop acting like you are. Stop thinking that Marcus Stroman did you a favor. He didn't.
So
he made it harder to sign other guys.
It did not make it harder to sign other guys.
Sure did.
Steve Cohen, who just bought this beautiful baseball team with all his money, the guy drops millions of dollars on dopey paintings and sculptures. Do you think he will let $19 million keep him from something as beautiful as Trevor Bauer? The answer is no.
No, but the second guy you want, because listen, I heard it all day, and I watched it on TV all night. You want everybody.
No.
Memo to Met fans. You're not getting everybody.
Yeah, but correct.
Sorry.
Listen,